happy farmers in this country at the moment, and I'm sure the Prime Minister won't thank you for raising this. We've had changes to inheritance tax, which mean a lot of farmers feel they're going to lose their farms when they die at the car park. How important are farmers to the country?
You mean they're going to lose the farm because of estate tax or something? So what I've done... I know, well, they're cash poor. They're land rich and cash poor. A lot of people, I've had that too. Sometimes I'm land rich and cash, sometimes I'm cash rich and land poor. I like it both ways, but as I get older, I like the more conservative route. So I did something that, I don't know if you can do, but it was great. I love our farmers. As you know, in our tax bill, we have a clause that's very important. We were losing a lot of farms to the banks because a loving mother and father would die and left their farm to their children or their child, but their children, their family. And they loved their family and they thought they were doing them a favor, but they had a 50% tax to pay. So the land would get valued and at a high number because some of the farms were valuable, but they didn't, they couldn't quantify it. And they go out and borrow money to pay the estate tax or the death tax, as it's called, and they'd overextend and they'd lose the farm. And they commit suicide in many cases.
No. Our levels are nowhere near 50%. They're not. We've just introduced where it's paid over many years. Works out
that's good.
An extra 2% a year over 10 years. So it's not at those levels by any stretch of imagination. But the other thing that we've done, as you know, is make sure that we've got a pathway for farmers that actually increases their year-on-year income, which is the most important thing. And in all of the deals that we do, we ensure that our farmers are the central focus for much of it, particularly in agriculture. Including in the US deal, because I don't think we can go on for years saying that it's acceptable for farmers to have a year-on-year income which isn't sufficient. We've got to fix that problem. We can't simply live with that problem. So it's a very different situation.
Well, we ended the estate tax. There is no estate tax on farmers. So when a parent leaves their farm, because again, a lot of these farms, they don't make a lot of money, but it's a way of life, and they love their way of life, and they love that dirt. That dirt is the most beautiful thing they've ever seen. They love it. I mean, the farmers, they love doing it. They don't know how to do anything else, but they don't want to do anything else. I speak to farmers, I say, would you like to live in my penthouse in Manhattan? It's always beautiful. No, sir, I want this farm. Now, what happens is, we were losing a lot of people to suicide. They'd borrow money to pay the estate tax, and they were not able to pay it, and some banks are ruthless, they wouldn't do anything, and they would end up committing suicide. We have totally ended the estate tax in those situations, so there's no estate tax. So when a parent leaves the farm to the kids, they don't have to worry about their local, possibly unfriendly banker coming in and stealing their farm.